A huge message-sending win for the Jets last night against the Blues. A franchise record-setting 53rd win of the season. To break it all down, here he is, the coach, Bruce Boudreau. Bruce, not only did the Jets snap the Blues' 12-game winning streak, they did it by only giving up 15 shots in the entire game. If you're running that bench right now, what's that tell you about this Jets team?
Hey, first of all, it tells me that when we want to play, we can beat anybody. And that's the message I would have been sending to the team after the game or this morning. Say, when you guys play your best, it doesn't matter who we play. We beat Vegas 4-0 the other day in their building. And when they were on a 6-game winning streak, and now we beat St. Louis when they're on a 12-game winning streak in our building. So if we play the way we can play, and we're dedicated to that system, we are going to win. It doesn't matter who we play. That's the message I would be sending, and I would hope the Winnipeg players would be getting it.
Over the last 6 weeks, the Blues have had the best record in the entire NHL. Everyone's been saying, hey, you definitely want to avoid facing them in the opening round. Ironically, if the Jets had lost to the Blues last night, that could have actually given them a better chance of avoiding St. Louis in the round one. But given the way they handled them, how would you feel about a first-round matchup with St. Louis now?
Hey, listen, if I'm Scott Arniel, I'm not really going to be dwelling on who we're playing. I really aren't. I'm going to be sitting there saying how we play is the thing. I know St. Louis would be tough. I know whoever we play in that first round is going to be a tough out. But I mean, I wouldn't dwell on it. I'd be constantly telling the guys, it's about us. It's about how we play. We know how we play when we're the best. St. Louis has been the best team in the NHL since the Four Nations. There's no doubt about that. And they didn't play Binnington yesterday, and it was basically a tie game going into the third. But I mean, I would think that I would have the confidence to tell my players, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We will know how they play. We played them 4 times this year, and we will go out and play our best. And when we play our best, the worst doesn't happen.
The team was looking for a spark in the third last night. Brandon Tanev had a ridiculous shift midway through the third period. He blocked a shot that clearly hurt him, but he stayed on the ice, limping, grimacing, blocked another shot. Then he sprawled and tried to block another shot before he finally lost his stick and hobbled off the ice. What's a shift like that do for guys on the bench?
You know, you could see the players on the bench were all standing and banging their sticks on the boards. When you do something like that, I mean, the team appreciates it. I remember a quick story. We had a player that was very similar to Brandon Tanev in Washington named Quentin Lang. And he wasn't a high scorer or anything, but he'd go out on 5-on-3s. And the one night he did the splits, caught it with his hand, broke his hand, left the stick out, and then he blocked the shot with the other hand. The team embraces that, as they did Tanev. If you saw, when he could barely get up, and then he did the splits trying to stop it. He tried to stop it with his stick, and he still wanted to go after the puck. That's what winning teams do. That's what everybody knows their role in that situation. So you appreciate that role as much as Mark Scheifele scoring a goal or anybody scoring a goal. That guy at the end of the game, if there's a belt, a chain, or anything given away, I guarantee for that one play, he got the belt last night in that game.
Speaking of guys who are awesome, Connor Hellebuyck was great again. He's the NHL leader in wins, save percentage, goals against, shutouts. He's obviously their single most important player, but if that's the case, who's the second most important Jet right now?
Well, you know what? They got a lot of important pieces to the puzzle. I do think, you know, in the end, it's defense is going to win for Winnipeg, and Josh Morrissey just gets better and better and better, and he does it almost under the radar. Yeah, he played for Team Canada. Yeah, he's an all-star, but you don't notice him like you notice the Makars and the Quinn Hugheses and that, but he's every bit as valuable. He plays both ends of the ice. He's just so fluid when he has the puck. I got to give it to him as the second most valuable in a group that could be most valuable Jets. But Josh Morrissey, Connor Hellebuyck, they're winning from the defense out, and that's what's going to get them further on in the playoffs.
All right, Coach, let's look ahead. The Jets are now 5 points up on the Stars for top spot in the division in the battle for first overall, the battle for home ice, the President's Trophy. Winnipeg's in Dallas on Thursday. As a coach, what do you need to see from this Jets team in this showdown?
Well, you know what? I just want to see the way they played again last night. I want them to shut Dallas down, and if they can do that and they go ahead, I'd be coming in after the game and say, "Who's next? We beat the Dallas. We beat Vegas. We've beaten St. Louis. You're the best team in the league. Play like that, and we're gonna go far." And I would make the players believe that that's what we have to do. And if they do that, if they beat Dallas, I'm pretty sure they're gonna win the President's Cup right now. Anyway, I mean, it's for the Caps. They're still recovering, I think, from the whole Alex thing. But I think Winnipeg is going to win the President's Trophy. But more importantly, when it comes to playoff time, I would be just reiterating that you beat every good team coming down the stretch, and you can do it again. Let's continue to do that, and we'll be successful.
Coach, you're on fire. The Jets are motivated, but the Stars are desperate. Dallas' only real shot of avoiding facing the Avs in the opening round is by catching the Jets. Lose Thursday, and they all but officially fall into an opening round matchup with Colorado.